All right, here we are, heading into game 4 of Haas versus Nerchio. This time, Nerchio is up 2-1. We'll see how Haas handles it. Acid Plant is a pretty good map, I feel like, for this type of play Haas has been doing so far because he's been really pulling Nerchio apart with Zealots, trying to get, Zealots in here, and attack up the middle, like drop some Zealots in the main. All the while, Nerchio's had to kind of defend everywhere, and last time Nerchio played it really smart. He kept all of his units in one place, and it was the place to defend, basically. Haas tried to come down and split up, and Nerchio was like, nope, I've caught you trying to come down this ramp with my whole army. You've lost. And then Haas just GG'd out. I mean, it wasn't even close. His army just evaporated. Once again, Nerchio doing this thing where he takes his third base as his natural, so Haas can't block it. Haas has made no attempt to block the natural. To be clear, in this series, this is the fourth game where Haas has not tried to block the natural. The only reason Haas made any attempt to do it in the first one was because Nerchio tried to take the gold in a weird way on Redshift, and Haas was like, no. But then Haas got bopped that game anyway, so it didn't matter. In the early game, Haas has played completely normal. He's taken his base, he's gotten units out. The only weird thing I'd say he's done is he's gotten a Stalker first, which is to deny scouting, which doesn't really work because they give you these ledges. But he sure has been doing it. Nerchio, meanwhile, has just been taking the natural. Looks like this time he might take it a little bit earlier than last time. He's been waiting until the spawning pool was finished and he'd started speed the past couple games. This time I think he's going to try to get it right as the pool finishes. No, it was a fake. It was a fake the whole time. He's not actually trying to take it super early. He's just going to play normal, like start speed, gets a couple Zerglings out, transfers 3 drones every time. Haas, meanwhile, Gateway Research and Stalker, same as last time. Will we see that Twilight Council, like, right here again? I guess we'll see in a couple seconds. He doesn't have the gas for it yet. Just now gets the gas for it. And, yep, there's the Twilight Council. Nerchio not taking that second base. Once again, Nerchio getting a bunch of Zerglings out. No, just 4. Meanwhile, Haas doesn't actually have a wall up, but is Nerchio gonna do anything about it? Doesn't look like it. Yep, Twilight and Robo coming up. Same build out of Haas again. Twilight and Robo up by 30 supply. That is very early. Gets the gateway down to seal the wall off. Haas puts the Stalker in there again. And we have Zergling's going to run around. Scouts it with the probe. Does he know that the third was taken? No, he doesn't know that he has the third yet. But he knows he took this, so I guess he can kind of assume that this base will be taken at the normal time, which was around 3 minutes. Just probing up. Probably not going to take the gases again in the natural. Get some immortals out. Hopefully he doesn't lose the prism again early, because that really destroyed his push last time. Yep, Stalker Sentry. Haas doing the same thing. 3 games in a row. It worked once. We'll see if it works again. It has to, because he's down 2-1 in the series. This is a best of 5. Once again, Nerchio gets that Roach Warren down right around the 4-minute mark. And, I mean, Layer again starting same time. So they're both doing pretty much the same build again. I think they both just kind of had this prepared for each other. The round of 8 had a little bit of time for preparation, as it started on a separate day. There's the Forge. He's going to get that +1. 4 Gateways is going to come up. Going to warp in a bunch of Zealots. Charges on the way. Same exact build from him. Roach Warren almost complete. How many queens does Nerchio have? 3 queens. So he has less queens than he did last time. He's getting a 4th, but I think he went into the last game with, or his first game against him with like 6 queens. So it is looking a little sketchy. Haas is continuing to probe up, which means he's probably going to do that third base take. Drop coming out with 4 Zealots again. And Nerchio's creep strat is actually not super great. He's only got 1 tumor going 2 of the 3 possible directions here. He's kind of slacking on this creep spread, actually. I didn't really notice it in the previous games, but it actually hasn't been that good. Drop comes in. Ooh, he's actually committing to this. Warps in a bunch more zealots. Gonna have to go into transport mode and get out of there, or else he's gonna lose it. Oh, almost loses the warp prism. Wow, he can actually... Oh, big damage coming down here. The roaches were way out of position. Bad positioning on the zealots, but, I mean, he gets the warp in off. 6 drones down. +1 coming up. 4 roaches coming out. Ooh, good hold position, but the zealots come around anyways. More zealots warping in as we speak. Haas throwing up 2 more gateways. I think he thinks he can get the kill here. Maybe not the kill here, but I think he thinks he's going to be able to just win it after this. Ooh, drops the zealots onto the roaches again. Pulls a couple back into the mineral lines. Gets a couple more kills. 15 drones down. Will we see... Oh, 17 drones down. Meanwhile, back in his main, all those gateways coming up. Haas getting ready to go for the killing blow. Yep. Getting the sentries out again. Ah, man. Yeah, 17 workers killed total. Army supply favoring Haas for the first time going into this attack. And, I mean, Haas sees it. Haas sees his opening here. His gateways are going to finish soon. He is a little low on supply for another warp-in, which is not great. I think Haas is not going to go for the kill. He's just going to take a third. That's very interesting. I guess the third is probably a safer way to handle this. Or maybe it's going to be a fake. Yeah, look at that warp-in location. It's a fake. He's faking the third. Another Immortal comes out. Nerchio setting up for a big counterattack, though. Haas gets the wall off, but that's not going to matter because this many roaches are just going to crush it. Does Haas care, though, about the base trade potential? Warps in another zealot in the wall. Not exactly the best. Haas doesn't care. Haas is going for it. Haas sees his chance to win the game right here. Bunch of zealots warp in, not pulling the probe, so that's not going to be enough. Oh, that was smart. Good play from Nerchio. Meanwhile, Haas just coming in and kind of rolling Nerchio's base. This counterattack was probably the way to handle it, but, I mean, these zealots are just going to come in and kill everything. Meanwhile, Haas hasn't started losing many drones yet, but it's not looking too hot. I mean, he's on top of the production, on top of the workers, kills off the last of the roaches with minimal drone losses, and that's GG. Haas quickly takes game number 4, evening up the series 2-2. We'll head into the final game, game 5, shortly.